Hello, my name is Candy and I work in the Transfer Center, and I'm going to give you a tour of some of the information that we have on our website. You can access our website either by going to transfer.santarosa.edu, or if you're already on the Santa Rosa Junior College website, under Students, you go down and there's Transfer Center. We have a ton of resources here. We update this often, and we want it to be a good resource that you can access 24/7. So for starters, on the left-hand side of the page right here, you have a link to the staff that work in the Transfer Center. That might help you remember who you were talking to. If you wanted to email your counselor or something like that, that's where you can get that information. Over on the right-hand side of our page is where you'll find our transfer news and events. And this is updated real regularly. We have a calendar that has when university reps are present on campus, when our field trips are, and when our in-person workshops are in Petaluma campus and Santa Rosa campus. For more information about any of our events, you'll want to click on event flyers. That's where we have details on how to register for things, if you need to register, stuff like that. Directly below that is a new section for us, and we are going to be growing this, so check back. We're offering workshops online, and what you'll need to do as a JC student is click on the Go Here, or I'll go and click a key, and enter your student ID number to access the workshops that we have. We're going to be adding them in English and translating them to Spanish. If you have friends or family who want to know more about the transfer process, we also have transfer basics for parents in English and Spanish, and you don't need to log in to access that. Below our online workshops, we have a section where we post university announcements. And so these are announcements that we get from four-year universities that we think would be helpful for you all to know. For example, if there's a university fair going on within reasonable driving distance, if there's a webinar for a local university or one of our popular destination universities. Not JC events per se, but something else that's going on that will be of interest to you. In the middle of our page, we've got, this is where we like to highlight something that's going on, and right now we would love for you all, as you transfer or when you transfer, to let us know which school you've decided to go to. It's great for us to be up to date, and if you let us know, then that is as quickly as we can find out. We'd love to be able to be proud with you and celebrate with you, and this is where you can enter that information so that we have a record of it. On the left-hand side of the page is information about the transfer process. We have transfer basics, major preparation, and general education. So transfer basics is where you would start if you know very little about transfer. You could also go to the Transfer 101 workshop or watch it online. That would be a great place to start. But if you're trying to remember the links that they talked about in the workshop, transfer basics is where you would go to kind of jog your memory or get just this kind of a basic outline of what's going on. Major preparation offers details about how do you know which classes you need to take depending on your major and your destination university. And general education has video tutorials as well as links to the GE sheets. Depending on where you're transferring to, you would use a different sheet, of course. Below that, let's scroll down a little, we have Transfer Universities section. And here is a ton of information. We've broken it down into, I'll show you each one. Applying to a university. This is a ton of great resources for you, some important deadlines, the transfer application timeline so that you can look at for the whole academic year prior to transferring what are some important steps that you need to make sure you're taking, resources for applying to UCs, CSUs, and independent colleges. There's also Choosing University, if you've not decided yet, where we have some good resources that'll help you compare schools and make the best decision for you. It's a really individual choice. It's not just that everyone needs to go to the best college. Best is really, that definition depends a lot on the individual, so I wouldn't get too caught up on where your friends are going. Online degrees are increasingly popular and increasingly available. So here are some resources of things that you need to consider and some information about schools, choosing schools and degrees. We also have information on Transfer California because so many of our JC students go to college or continue to university in California. We have information about the UC system, the CSU system, bachelor's degrees that are offered at certain California community colleges, and then some information about independent colleges and universities. Go back to our home page. And we have additional resources down on the left-hand column. We have our frequently asked questions, which you could probably find some answers to your questions there. We have information about financial aid and scholarships, especially for transfer students, guides for transfer, so looking at certain majors that are a little bit more complex than others. Project Transfer, which is a cool new resource that we're providing where we are profiling different staff and faculty at the JC with where did they go to school, what did they study, a little bit about their career path, and you are welcome to reach out to participants in Project Transfer to ask them about the schools that they've attended if you're curious about them and considering them. We have information about teacher preparation pathways, tags, which if you don't know what those are, you should definitely check out that link, and then a transfer checklist in English and Spanish. Finally, and importantly, location and hours. So here's how you can contact the Transfer Center at the Santa Rosa campus. We're on the 3rd floor of Bertolini. You can give us a call to schedule an appointment with our counselors. Our counselors are all by appointment only. And then the Petaluma campus, you would just toggle there. So this is just an overview of some of the resources that we have. There's a lot on our website, and I hope you take advantage of this great resource and then give us a call when you have some questions.